Why do some people seem lucky while others work just as hard and stay stuck? Why does opportunity knock loudly for a few and whisper, or never come at all, for the rest? If you've ever stared at your life and thought, when will it finally be my turn? Then listen carefully. Because what I'm about to tell you will challenge everything you believe about luck. This is the bucket versus umbrella truth, and it might change the way you see your entire future. Once upon a time, in a noisy city where ambition and frustration lived on the same streets, there was a young man named Owen. Owen was 24, full of dreams, but tired of watching everyone else move ahead. He worked hard. He stayed late. He tried to be positive. Yet somehow, nothing big ever happened for him. Every time he opened social media, it felt like a slap. Old classmates launching businesses, friends traveling, someone celebrating a promotion. The comments always said the same thing. So lucky. Owen would toss his phone on the bed and whisper, "Why not me?" He wasn't lazy. He wasn't careless. But deep down, he had started believing something dangerous, that life hands golden tickets to a chosen few, and the rest of us just wait in line. One evening, after another long shift at work, dark clouds gathered over the city. Heavy rain began pouring down. Owen stood at a bus stop without an umbrella, watching people scramble. That's when he noticed something strange. Two men stood a few feet apart. One held a large bucket upside down over his head. Water poured down his sleeves. He was soaked, angry, struggling to keep the bucket balanced. The other man held a simple umbrella. Calm, dry, almost peaceful. Both were under the same rain, but their experience was completely different. Owen couldn't shake that image. It followed him home. It echoed in his thoughts. The next day, he mentioned it to his neighbor, an older woman named Mrs. Harper who had seen decades of storms. He joked, "Some people are just lucky. They always have the umbrella." Mrs. Harper looked at him and said something that hit harder than the rain ever could. "Luck is like rain, Owen. It falls everywhere. The difference is what you're holding when it does." Owen laughed at first, but that sentence stayed with him. What if luck wasn't about being chosen? What if it was about being prepared? He started thinking honestly about his own life. He worked hard, but only at what was required. He complained about his job, but never built new skills after work. He dreamed about better opportunities, but never prepared for them. If opportunities suddenly showed up, would he even be ready? The truth hurt. He had been standing in the rain with a bucket. Buckets react. Buckets struggle. Buckets are heavy and exhausting to hold. Umbrellas, on the other hand, are built in advance. They require intention, effort before the storm. That night, Owen made a quiet decision. Not dramatic, not flashy, just a commitment. He would start building his umbrella. He began waking up 1 hour earlier. It felt impossible at first. His alarm rang, and every part of him wanted to quit. But he remembered the man with the bucket. Shaking, angry, miserable. So he got up. He used that hour to learn new skills, to read, to practice, to improve himself in ways no one could see. There was no applause, no likes, no encouragement, just discipline. Weeks passed. Nothing changed on the outside. Same job, same paycheck, same routine. Doubt crept in. Maybe this is pointless, he thought. Maybe I'm still not one of the lucky ones. But umbrellas are built quietly. Months later, something unexpected happened. A project opened up at his workplace. Something new, something challenging. Most people avoided it. It looked risky. It looked complicated. Owen felt fear. But this time, he also felt ready. He stepped forward. The skills he had been building in silence suddenly mattered. The extra hours, the learning, the effort no one saw. What looked like a random opportunity was actually rain. And for the first time, Owen had something to hold over his head. He performed well. People noticed. Not because he was lucky, but because he was prepared. Soon, more opportunities followed. A better position, a side project, a connection that led to something bigger. Friends started saying, "Man, you're so lucky lately." Owen would smile quietly. They didn't see the mornings when he fought the urge to stay in bed. They didn't see the nights he chose growth over comfort. They didn't see the frustration, the self-doubt, the discipline. They only saw the rain hitting the umbrella. Years later, Owen walked past a bus stop during another storm. He saw someone struggling with a bag over their head, angry at the sky. For a moment, he saw his old self. He realized something powerful. The rain never changed. Life never stopped being unpredictable. Opportunities never came with guarantees. The only thing that changed was what he was holding. If you feel unlucky right now, if it seems like everyone else is getting ahead while you're stuck, ask yourself one honest question. Are you building an umbrella, or are you just holding a bucket and hoping the storm feels sorry for you? This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about empowering yourself. Because the moment you decide to prepare instead of complain, to grow instead of compare, to build instead of wait, that's the moment your luck begins to change. The world will call you lucky when your chance finally arrives. They will say, "It happened so fast." They will assume you were chosen. But you will know the truth. You built something before the rain ever started. And when the next storm comes, and you won't panic. You won't curse the sky. You'll simply open your umbrella, stand tall, and walk forward. So don't wait for luck to find you. Start building what will protect you when it does. Because luck isn't rare. The rain falls on everyone. The real question is, what are you holding?